The fifth episode was divided into several storylines of Firecracker, Black Noir, Terror, Sister Sage, and Soldier Boy. Moreover, Homelander's mental state deteriorates significantly, escalating his behavior toward full-blown psychosis and messianic madness. Besides, the fifth season showed us eventually the reunion of Supernatural team. It was not long scenes, but very brutal. Jared Padalecki plays Mr. Marathon, all exactly as I said in one of my videos. Soldier Boy and Homelander go to Los Angeles in search of V1, leading them to a washed-up superhero poker game hosted by Mr. Marathon, a former member of the Seven who was replaced by A-Train. Misha Collins played Malchemical, a villain capable of emitting toxic gas. But Reunion was not happy. Soldier Boy brutally kills Misha Collins' character and later breaks the legs of Mr. Marathon before Homelander stomps him to death. Mr. Marathon and Malchemical wanted to kill Homelander and asked Soldier Boy to blast him to take his powers. But Soldier Boy told them that only he can kill his son. Mr. Marathon, already before his death, told them that Bombsight does have V1. Firecracker also got her own line. Despite her extreme loyalty to Homelander, she begins to have doubts after a phone call with her former pastor, Greg Dupree, who reminds her of her Christian roots. She struggles with her devotion to Homelander after he destroys her church. Afterwards, in front of the cameras, she had to dirty the church of her former pastor, calling him as traitor and starlighter. She started to cry, and this scene showed us that if you serve a dictator, then sooner or later, you will face the injustice off your own propaganda. Afterwards, having a brief fling with Soldier Boy, Firecracker confides her doubts to him. Soldier Boy, remaining loyal to Homelander, tells him about her hesitation. Homelander confronts Firecracker about her lack of faith and her secret doubts. Despite her begging for her life, he kills her by brutally slamming her head into a stone eagle statue in her apartment. Minus one bad soup, her death is a cautionary tale about the dangers of blind loyalty, showing that to Homelander, no amount of devotion is ever enough. Black Noir's storyline was built around confrontation with the Deep. As you remember, the Deep betrayed Black Noir by taking sole credit for capturing Stan Edgar, aiming to impress Homelander. Of course, Noir is angered by the Deep's attempts to frame him in front of Homelander. Besides, as you know, the new Noir is the actor in One Theater, where he plays. And Adam Bork, the director of theater and mentor of Noir, boosts Noir's confidence, calls him a genius, and advises him to upstage people, specifically citing how to handle egomaniacs like the Deep. Then during one podcast, Black Noir followed the advice of Bork. Then the Deep killed Bork in the toilet and threatens to reveal to Homelander that Noir too is working on outside productions, creating a power dynamic based on blackmail. Well, I am sure that exactly Black Noir will kill the Deep in the future and revenge him for all he did. The storyline of Terror I did not understand, to be frankly. Sister Sage plays her own game, as we get to know from previous episode, where she hinted Soldier Boy that he should destruct V1 compound, otherwise Homelander will rule the world eternally. She reveals that her ultimate goal is to incite a global catastrophe that will allow her to live in peace, effectively betraying Homelander's interests. Sage tells Ashley that her Phase 2 is to unleash the soup virus and trigger a World War Soup, where humans and soups annihilate each other. Her objective is to stop Homelander from becoming an immortal, unstoppable force, and then to sit out the resulting chaos in a bunker, free to read her books without being disturbed. Well, that was episode number 5, guys. Comment what you think.